record.
All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for coming tonight. Welcome to our Coach Opportunity Call. This is the call for Team Infinite Strength. And if you don't already know, we are a 2015 elite team. So that's like a really big deal in Beachbody world. That means that we are one of the top 200 teams for Beachbody out of 400,000. So kudos to any coaches that are on the call, because that means that you're awesome. And this is our name, Team Infinite Strength. So tonight we're going to do a couple things. We're going to go through like what it means to be a coach, and then we're going to talk a little, there'll be an opportunity for some question and answers. And I'm also going to share my story. I'm going to start off by sharing my story. Marissa, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm just going to make sure everyone's muted. Courtney, actually, can you do that? Because I don't think I can right now.
Oh, if I can mute everybody. Yeah.
Hey, Leslie.
Hi.
I'm actually, no, it's muting my auto. I actually can't because you got on before me. All right. But I think we're okay. All right. Other than Gabriella yelling for me. Okay. So Marissa, you ready for the story? Because Marissa's heard my story so many times that she's probably like, here we go again. So basically, back in 2014, I was pretty overweight. I'd say I was actually like obese, and I hadn't been that way my whole life, but I had two children, and I moved to the suburbs, and I had two children pretty much like back to back, 2 years apart. And I sort of like forgot about myself. And this seems to be a common trend among many women, like young women my age. I just sort of put myself on the back burner, and I focused completely on my kids. So there I was. I had moved to Westchester. I didn't have a ton of friends, and I was a stay-at-home mom. And basically, I spent my days making my kids organic baby food, and I was putting like those smart ones in the microwave for myself. And then I would bring my kids to duty free, and we have some feedback. And I would bring my kids to those cute little classes. Marissa, can you mute it or no? Because I can't. If you guys can mute yourselves, that's awesome.
Yeah, because it's not letting me. Oh, okay. I can mute.
So I would bring my kids to those gym classes, and at first I belonged to the gym, but my kids kept getting sick, so I quit the gym. And then I would spend all this money on my kids' clothes and dress them in these cute outfits, and I would walk around in faded black sweatpants. And it was like everything that I had used to do for myself, I was now doing for my kids, and I was completely neglecting myself. And as a result, I gained this weight, right? And I like to say that at the time, like my life was like hard, because it's hard for like a few reasons. One, I was commuting from Westchester to Brooklyn. Well, I was initially a stay-at-home mom, and then I went back to work. So when I went back to work, I was commuting from Westchester to Brooklyn, and I was away from my kids about 13 hours a day. It was hard because my husband had initially had a job in finance, and now all of a sudden he had this job where he was making like a fraction of the money. So we weren't really like financially in the same place. It was hard because I like was missing all those big moments in my kids' lives. And I was talking about how when my babysitter sent me a picture of my daughter taking her first steps, she thought she was doing a good thing, and I was completely devastated. I had wished that she just pretended like it didn't happen, and that I wanted to see her take her first steps. So there it was. I'm commuting to Westchester. I'm super overweight, and I feel like I need to do something, but I really am just in denial. So then I took this family trip to Florida, and when we got back, my sister decided to post the pictures on Facebook. So she posted this horrible picture of me where I was like 85 pounds overweight, and she tagged me in it. And like 7 hours went by before I noticed. And there I am, I'm scrolling through Facebook, and I see myself on the screen, and I'm like, who is that? And I'm like, oh, it's me. And it was at that moment that I knew I really, like, I couldn't just think about doing something. I had to really take action and do something. So I joined Weight Watchers. And that month, I gained 2 pounds. It was January of 2014, and I had done Weight Watchers in the past. And, Weight Watchers had worked for me in the past. But this time it wasn't working for me. And the reason why it wasn't working for me is because Weight Watchers allowed me to sort of like starve myself all week and then save all these points and just sort of eat bad things on the weekends. And what I needed to figure out a way to like control my portions and to just really clean up my eating. So I gained 2 pounds and I didn't know what to do. And I started Googling things. I Googled like gastric bypass surgery. Like I was that desperate, right? That desperate for a change. And I came across these little colorful containers. I wish I had them here with me, but these little colorful containers and this like little blurb about this program, the 21 Day Fix. And I started reading about it and it wasn't out yet. So like whenever anything's new, I get super excited about it and I want to be in on it. So I started like reading and trying to find videos about it. And it seemed like it was the perfect program for me. It was all about portion control and it was all about clean eating and it was about incorporating exercise into your life at your house. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's the universe talking to me. So I pre-ordered it and probably like 2 weeks later, there it was in my lap. And when I came, I cried because the container seemed so small and I didn't know how I was going to work out 30 minutes a day because my kids sort of like, when I was home, I wanted to be with my kids and whatnot. But anyway, my husband told me that I had flushed $140 down the drain. And I saw that as being a challenge. And I told him I was going to lose 15 pounds in the next 21 days. So I went for it. I jumped in. First 21 days, I lost 16 pounds. Next 21 days, I lost 12 pounds. Next 21 days, I lost 9 pounds. And there I was 63 days later, and I was 35 pounds later. And I honestly felt like the person I was before I started. Before I had children. So during that time, I had a coach, right? I had a Beachbody coach that had introduced me to challenge groups, like doing these virtual challenge groups and had given me all of the support. And she approached me about becoming a coach myself. And I was like, no way, Jose, I have no time. Like as it is, I'm commuting to Brooklyn. And as it is, I have no time with my husband. And I have no time for this. And I can't barely help myself, let alone help other people. But she told me, do it for discount, right? Because you're drinking Shakeology. And if you're drinking Shakeology and you sign up as a discount coach, you get 25% off. And then I was like, 25% off? I was like, okay, I'll do it. So I signed up. And because I was losing all of this weight and because I was so happy, people started to ask me what I was doing, right? So fast forward like 4 months and I'm a Beachbody coach. I'm like legitimately Beachbody coach. I'm running these virtual groups on Facebook. I'm supporting people. I'm getting super excited as people are reaching goals alongside me, right? Because I'm still on my journey and I'm making money doing it. And my husband sits me down and he says to me, so like, what's your plan here? Like, you're so passionate about this. Like, where are you going with all this? And I said, I don't know. And I said, it's hard because I'm commuting every day to Brooklyn, right? And I feel like it's taking even more of my time away from my family. And he said, so leave your job. And I was like, what? And he was like, quit your job. And I said, what do you mean quit my job? Like, I'm not making my salary yet. He's like, you'll do it. I trust you. And he's like, I see it like in your eyes. Like I see it when you talk about it. He's like, quit your job. He's like, you'll be fine. So I quit my job. And, thankfully he believes in me more than I believe in myself because I quit my job and I ended up, because I'm nervous, right? I'm a nervous person. I ended up getting a part-time teaching job in Westchester. And all of a sudden, between my part-time teaching job and my Beachbody job, I was making more than my teaching salary originally. And and it just keeps getting better. And for me, like for some people, it's all about the financial aspect. For me, it's like legitimately about helping people. Like I am a happier person. I am a healthier person. I'm a better mom. I'm a better wife. I'm a better friend. I have more patience. I'm more tolerant for things. Like I'm just in a really good place emotionally. And for me, I want other people that were feeling the way that I was feeling to have that sort of transformation. And the fact that I get to make a salary while doing it is obviously awesome, right? Because I get to help my family. We're actually buying a new house, and we certainly wouldn't be able to do that if it wasn't for coaching, because it's another salary that we, can use to pay our mortgage. But it really has changed my life. And I think that some people think that when we say come to our coach opportunity call, like we're asking you to do it for us. But I'm honestly, like, I see this as an opportunity for you. And don't take it the wrong way, but it's an opportunity. Like, I thank my coach every day for telling me to sign up to be a discount coach, because had she not done that, I would still be working in Brooklyn. I don't know if I would have reached my weight loss goals. I certainly wouldn't be moving, and I'd have all this debt that I've been able to pay off over the past few years. So it's an opportunity. It's something that someone's saying, like, I think you can do this, and don't take it lightly. Marissa knows. I feel really strongly. I know maybe I'm brainwashed, but it's true. It really is an opportunity, and I'm very thankful that it was presented to me. So with that being said, that's my story. I try to cut it down every time because it could go on for 3 days, and I think it gets a little disjointed along the way, but I hope you guys got the gist of it.
Yeah.
And it can go on for 4 hours, but I try to up pieces out. But in a nutshell, that's it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get moving here. So basically, welcome again. This was a little bit about me. I had mentioned earlier that I lost 85 pounds back in 2014. I'm a 5-star diamond coach. What that means is that I basically have 5 coaches underneath me that are diamond coaches. And when you're a diamond coach, it pretty much means that you have a business. So there's 5 little businesses under me. I left my job in 2014, and this year 2015, we were an elite team, which means we were the top 200 teams and out of 400,000. Okay, so I posted actually a picture. That is the picture that I had mentioned during my story. That's the one that my kind sister, my oldest sister, Kim, posted of me on Facebook and tagged me in. It was definitely disheartening at the time, but I actually thank her today for doing it, because it was really what got me to, move forward and get my health under control. There I am in those faded black sweatpants that I had mentioned in the story, right? My kids were, look how cute her dress is. Gav's wearing little cargo shorts and a matching green shirt. And there I am, but faded black sweatpants. I don't lie. When I tell my story, it's the real deal. And this is a little bit about Marissa. Marissa's over here. I don't know if you guys can see her. She's actually listed as Courtney DeRosa, my name. We share an account, but Marissa's my partner. I think it's really important as a Beachbody coach to have a partner, somebody to share your ideas with, somebody to run groups with. Marissa's a little different than me because she has a job in finance. So she works in Manhattan and commutes back and forth every day. And she still manages to be a rock star coach. And I am super thankful to have her as my partner, because she's very hot on the market and other people try to recruit her, but she's mine. So back off. We were college. Not share. Yeah, look at this. If you see Julie on the call, I don't know if you guys can see Julie's I send her messages all the time. She's not up for grabs. She's mine. Back up, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so it is good to mention that I do work full time and I commute 2 hours each way. Your other life that you had left, so it is possible that people that can't leave their job or don't want to leave their job and really just have a passion to do this in addition, can.
Yeah, absolutely. And I always tell Marissa, I'm pretty envious of that desk job that you have. Right, Allison? Allison knows me. She always sees me at school. I walked right by her the other day, as if I didn't even see her. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I just, I was thinking about 70 different things. So it's chaotic being on this end of it too. Even though I'm home, I'm still doing a million things. Okay, so what is Team Beachbody and when did it launch? So Team Beachbody is a health and fitness company, and it launched back in 1998. It started off with programs like an ab program, and the way that you purchased the program was they did these infomercials, and it was call now and get the free bonus DVD. They still do infomercials, but it started out with this I think it was like 10-minute abs, and it was Carl Deichler and John, these two buddies that teamed up, and they just started this business, Beachbody. And they went on with the company Beachbody from 1998 till 2007. And all along, they came out with different programs, but they were just that. They were programs. You watched the infomercial online. You decided you wanted to do this program. You bought it. You did it. But you needed to be self-motivated. You needed to follow the calendar on your own. This was for people that didn't need accountability, like that they were okay holding themselves accountable. But as time went on, Beachbody realized that people kind of need accountability when it comes to their health and fitness. So they did this test group, right? And they took this test group of 100 people and they had them do P90X. And then they had another 100 people and they had them do P90X, but they had them do it in support groups, like with these coaches, as they call them. And what they found was the people that did it in these accountability groups with these coaches, and they had to check in and they were sort of given direction along the way and guidance, they found that those were the people that stuck with the program, and those were the people that got better results. Like far better results. Like the people that did it with a coach got six packs, and the people that didn't do it with a coach got beer bellies. So like it was real. Like there was a real difference because the people that were doing it with the accountability groups were actually really following through on it because they had somebody to answer to. So we decided in 2007 that they were going to launch Team Beachbody, and that was when they started offering these free coaches, and that's what we are, to people that bought programs like Insanity and Turbo Fire and P90X3. So if you buy a Beachbody program, you get a free Team Beachbody coach. And this is your person that's going to talk you through the program and to sort of guide you and to offer you an online accountability group and to check in with you about weekly weigh-ins and so on and so forth. And with that, they realized that, well, we're so focused on fitness, we really don't have any sort of like nutritional aspects to our program. So then they started including meal plans in their programs for people to sort of guide people on what they should eat. But then with that, they realized that, you know, when people are dieting, they start to struggle and they start to have extra cravings. And the reason why they have extra cravings is because they're eating at a calorie deficit. And when you eat at a calorie deficit, your body starts to want things that it doesn't always want. You know, like when you're eating at a calorie deficit, you start craving, sometimes you'll start craving like red meat or you'll start craving chocolate. And it's because your body's missing out on some vitamins and minerals. So they came out with a shake that provides you with the equivalent of 27,000 calories worth of, like the equivalent of eating 27,000 calories of like fruits and vegetables. And with that, it sort of, you know, fulfills your body with everything that you need so that you're not dealing with the issues of eating at a calorie deficit, and therefore you're not having those cravings. And I will swear to the end that the reason why I stuck with this all was because I never had cravings. I used to be fine my first week of dieting, and then the second week I would start to crave crazy things, and that's because that was when my body started to realize it was missing out on some nutrients. But with Shakeology, I never was missing out on any nutrients. I had 100% of this and 100% of that and 100% of, you know, I was always being fulfilled. So Shakeology was huge for Beachbody. And now they all of a sudden were on the nutritional map. Because there's other companies like Isagenix, and there's I don't know, Sara Lee, I don't know what the other one's called, but there's other programs that have shakes, and now all of a sudden they were competing with them, and they really took off. Like if you look at this grid, the previous one, tons more programs, right? People jumped into Shakeology. They started coming out with programs, 1 to 2 programs a year. And the company absolutely.
Sorry, can everyone just mute themselves if you're on the phone? Sorry.
Okay. So then here we go, and then now it's like stronger than ever. They're trying to come out with like 3 new programs a year. They're coming out with they have Beachbody on Demand, so they have this like online workouts that you can do anywhere. They have apps, like, and they just keep developing more and more and more. They even have challenge groups so that you don't have to do your challenge groups on Facebook. You can actually do them through your cell phone, and the company just doesn't stop developing. They will never leave you flat and dry. They believe that people always need something new to keep them motivated. So that's what they're always doing. They're always coming out with new things based on feedback. So a little bit about the revenue. So Beachbody in 2007, right, was down here. And now we are, this was 2015, $1.3 billion, right? It's kind of crazy because there's competitors out there like Weight Watchers, which actually is going downhill because they don't have the same type of coaches as Beachbody does. But so this was the company. Look at this growth from 2014 to 2015. Do you guys know what happened here? 21 Day Fix came out. This program. This is the program that changed my life. This is the program that teaches you about portion control and clean eating. And it came out and it had such a huge nutritional component to it, right? It has 30-minute workouts, but it was all about nutrition. And the company literally took off. People love Autumn. She's coming out with a new program this summer. People relate to her. She's a single mom. You know, she's just a real person, and she gives you such good advice. So that was the year where the company really took off, and it was really because of this program. And this program, I think, has something to do with the fact that why Weight Watchers is really not doing as well as it used to do. So let's talk a little bit about, you want to talk, Marissa? So that I can, so what is a team? I keep saying a coach, right? Like Beachbody in 2007 started offering coaches, but it's not like a soccer coach. It's different than that. So what is a coach, Marissa?
Well, I'm first going to talk about what a coach doesn't have to be, actually. So you don't have to be a fitness or nutrition expert. In fact, if somebody wanted a nutritionist or some sort of expert that, you know, went to school and studied that, they would go to a nutritionist. The reason they're coming to you is because they want to relate to somebody that has their own personal experiences and can share the struggles and the strengths and the trials and tribulations. And so, you know, do not fear if you didn't go to school and you don't have experience in this, you don't need to, because relating to you is way more important. And the other stuff you learn as you go, and we help you with that. Do you have to be at your goals? And absolutely not. You definitely do not have to be at your goals. As Courtney said, she had started a couple of months in. I had actually become a coach for a discount initially a month in, and by my second month, I also was an active coach helping other people and really having such an amazing experience. So people like to relate to you. And so if you aren't at your goals, they'll feel that you're more relatable in terms of being able to join you. Not to say if you've already met your goals that you can't be relatable, because you are as well, because you've also faced different struggles. And so, you know, definitely not. And do you have to be a salesperson? That is hands down absolutely not what coaches are. We are not selling. While yes, we do make some sort of a commission off of, you know, providing a product to somebody, we don't consider ourselves sales people, because we're sharing our story. We have passion, we have excitement over this, and we want to help people. It's a byproduct that we're making a financial living off of this, but it's not the main motive, and it's certainly not because we're salespeople. It's because we're sharing our lives with you, and that's why people, you know, join us.
Yeah, and just like, so my sister-in-law, right, like, she doesn't have any weight to lose at all. And she's been a discount coach for a while. And recently she started, she decided she wanted to be more of an active coach. And she's just been like sharing what she does. Because people ask her all the time, like, how are you in such good shape? Like, what do you do? What do you do? And she normally just blows people off. But recently she actually started sharing with some of her friends and colleagues. Mm-hmm. And she now all of a sudden has all of these clients. And she never lost any weight. Like, she's always been thin. She didn't have any weight to lose. She has awesome genes. I hope my kids have them. But she's just a healthy person, right? And people are respecting that, and people see her being healthy. Like, they see her eating healthy food, and they see her drinking her shake, and nobody saw some sort of weight loss transformation with her. They just see that she's consistent, that she works out, that she eats healthy, and they want to know her situation. They want to know what it is that she does. So it's kind of crazy. Like, yes, I had a major transformation. Marissa had a transformation. Some of the other coaches had a transformation. But the truth is that you don't really actually even have to have like any sort of physical transformation in order for this to be a business for you, because there are top coaches in the world that were in awesome shape when they started. You have to be interested. Well, Marissa's going to tell you. So what is a coach, Marissa? I'll move the slides.
Well, you have to be committed to the programs and be a product of the products. And so, like Courtney says, it's not about being having results necessarily because of the programs, but you do have to be, on a healthy journey, eating right, drinking your Shakeology, living a healthy lifestyle and showing that you're behind what you believe in, you believe in what you're sharing with people, improving and developing yourself. So there's always something new to learn about. There's always something that can help you grow in this business and in yourself. And you just have to be willing and open to, when we share things with you, taking a look at them, adapting, being willing to learn and help people on a continuous basis. And that goes actually to the next one, willing to support people on their journey, right? It's really important that we're there for our customers and our clients because they may need help and they have struggles. And, you have to be the type of person that's going to want to help them also, because it's an integral part of somebody's journey to know that they have someone to rely on, and it has helped our successes. So, that's something you would want to do for somebody as well. And on our team, you certainly have to be a team player. While this is your business and your business alone, you're not actually alone in it. And we really take pride on doing things as a team and sharing things with each other and supporting each other. And so, we brainstorm. We had a brainstorming call a couple of days ago to how we can make it even more exciting for our new challengers. And so these are the things that we do on our team to, make it better and easier for everybody.
Yeah. And just to say, with the willing to support people, and just be wanting to support people, right before we got on this call, I got a message from a challenger that she's lost 7 pounds since the first week in April. And she was super excited, wanted to tell me I've lost 7 pounds since the beginning of April, whatever. And I responded how do you feel? And she says I feel 100%, I feel awesome. This is the best I felt it. And I will stop, I stop everything and just put myself in her shoes and remember what it felt like when I lost my first 7 pounds or whatever it was. And I'm legitimately happy for her. My husband will see me on my phone, smiling. I make all faces when I text people. And he's like, oh, someone just reached a goal. And I'm like, how do you know? And he's like, because you're sitting there smiling as you're texting them, or if somebody tells me they had a bad week, I'm but I really do feel the emotions with the people. And it's because I really want to help them. And I really want them to have a better life for themselves, but also for their families. When people have kids, I want people to be healthy parents. I want them to live a long time for their kids. And I want their kids to start to eat healthy. And I want really to sorry, I keep saying but this idea of ending the trend of obesity, it's a real issue. And I actually didn't mention it, and I'm going to take I'm going to do a little detour because I think it's important to know. So actually I'll bring it up later. But anyway, obesity is really an issue in the United States. So about our team. So our team has all different types of people on it. We have working women and working men. We have people that stay at home. We have some people that are physical therapists or personal trainers. We also have a dietitian on our team. We have people that are working part-time. I'm one of them. And we even have people that are retired, right? Because there's those people that are so used to working and so used to doing, and then they retire and they don't know what to do with themselves. And Beachbody is sort of the perfect thing, because those are the same people that have networks of people that are also retired and not as active as they used to be. And it's important for them to be working out as well.
And the important thing is that you're your own boss, so you can make your own hours. So
yeah,
you make the time that you want to make the time for.
Right. So some qualities that our coaches have, obviously I mentioned they're caring. A big one is personal drive. We're, like Marissa said, this is your business. We're not going to be there giving you deadlines and telling you what you need to do every day. You have to have some sort of drive, some sort of vision for yourself. You have to set goals for yourself. I'll suggest goals for you, but the reality is that if you don't reach your goals, I can't come to your house and write up a review for you and tell you you didn't meet your goals. It's really up to you to sort of push yourself. I say you have to be a planner because I'm a planner. So I plan out my week. I schedule a lot of things. Marissa's sort of a planner. We just like, if you're not going to plan ahead with this, it's going to be difficult to be successful. And we had mentioned earlier, a team player. So benefits of being a Team Beachbody coach. Marissa mentioned you set your own work hours, which is really awesome because today I had to do a septic inspection at our new house. And I normally am working during those hours, but today I blocked myself out. You can be full-time or part-time with this. You can build your business online or in person. I would say that 99% of my business is online. I have clients from Puerto Rico to Canada. I've met them all online. I've never met them in person. I feel like I know them better now than some of my best friends. It's pretty amazing that I am really close with some strangers. You earn 25% commission for anything that you sell. So if you have a client drinking Shakeology and they're getting Shakeology every month, you will earn this 25% commission for their Shakeology order. And I have people that have been drinking Shakeology for over 2 years now. And they're, they just keep getting it over and over and over again. And I just keep earning that commission. You also save 25% on anything that you purchase. And it adds up because I purchase a lot of things. You get team bonuses. So every quarter there are team bonuses. And those bonuses come about based off of your rank. So you start off as a basic coach, you move up to an emerald coach. That's when you have 2 coaches under you. And then once you get to 2-star diamond rank, where you have two diamond coaches under you, you start to earn quarterly bonuses, and they're based off of a percentage of the total company earnings. And you also earn, like, we're an elite team. So when you're an elite team, you also earn bonuses for being an elite team. And then the other thing is paid vacation. So next year we are going to Punta Cana. We're staying at the Hard Rock, and it's paid for. Beachbody is paying for it. We have to pay for our airfare, but they pay for an all-inclusive resort for like 6 nights. And we just go and enjoy ourselves. Right, Marissa?
Yeah, I know. I'm excited.
Marissa and I went to California in January. We actually got stuck there because of the snowstorm. And Beachbody paid for it. They paid for our food. They paid for our drinks. They next year I go to Beachbody in October. They're paying for my hotel and my airfare. So it's really nice. And you can bring your spouses and you can bring your families with you on these vacations.
Mm-hmm.
So
I plan on being there.
What?
I said I plan on being there.
Yes, Julie's coming too, even though she's on the wait list, I think, for her room. But it's okay, Julie. You could stay with Tim and I.
And this summer we're going to Nashville.
Right, and we're going to Nashville, and because so it's pretty, there's lots and lots of trips that you can go on. So training, so what support do coaches receive from Team Beachbody? So that's not our team, right? It's not Team Infinite Strength, it's the company itself. So there's training tools. So you get this access to this like online office. It's a virtual office. And in the office, they have lots of trainings. They have a coach training. They have all of your marketing tools, all of your pictures, all of your program guides, like anything you would ever need to support you with this business is in this coach online office. In addition to that, and I'll go into it with the next slide, but I'll touch upon it now, we also do trainings. Like Marissa and I, and Julie's actually doing a training. We do all sorts of trainings every month to help support people move forward with their business. Beachbody is like really big in communicating and keeping you in the loop. So what they do is they have this breaking news. So it's like sort of, what is it called, Marissa?
Well,
a ticker, almost like a little like ticker where there's constantly like new news popping up in the online office. Any new developments come up on that. They also do a national wake up call every Monday morning, and it's recorded. You can listen to it as a podcast. And they have some of the top coaches basically sharing their secrets with you, which is awesome. I always listen to it. And then they have a monthly newsletter to let you know about like what promotions are going on in the month and what like challenges are going on in the month and so on and so forth. You really, if you stay on top of the online office and you check the communication tools, you really never be out of the loop.
Mm-hmm.
So what to expect from our team? Like I mentioned, we do coach trainings, and there's trainings for every single level. So there's new coach training, then there's like 2 weeks into being a new coach training, then there's when you become an emerald coach, what do you do? Then there's diamond training. I mean, it doesn't end. Like if you want to be trained, we'll train you. Right, Julie? It's like, it's more because you know why? I'm a teacher, so I feel like there's training part. And Marissa's like the business person, and we're just like train. You know, we just constantly are doing some sort of training.
But
And-
it's all optional. It's
Yes.
just, we're here to support you and help advance your business if that's what you want to do.
And I did like one training. There was nobody there to really train me. So you can be successful without going through training. It's just that Marissa and I feel obligated to share like what we've learned along the journey. You know, we try to share our best practices with people. We do weekly team calls. We do calls like this, like Zoom calls every week, and we have them sort of differentiated based on where coaches are at. So we have new coach calls, we have diamond calls, we have different level calls so that we can support people for where they're at with their business. We do team building events. We have a Facebook team page. Oh, I did it again. We have a Facebook team page, and there's lots of recognition and accountability. So whenever we can, we try to recognize people's hard work and efforts. And we do also, like I said, I'm not going to write a review for you, but we do try to hold our coaches accountable because we have them setting goals all the time, and we're certainly checking in with them about those goals. So what makes Team Beachbody unique, right? Like if you're on this call, you might know about Isagenix, or I don't really know a lot of the companies, but there's other companies out there. Medifast, is that what it is? Yeah. So there's other companies, but why is Team Beachbody different, right? Like why is it better than those other companies? And I did a little research because I have people at my job that have tried different things. And here's the deal with Beachbody. Beachbody has like the whole deal, right? It has like the whole picture. It has the fitness component. A lot of like diet plans don't have that piece. Weight Watchers doesn't have it. Isagenix doesn't have it. We have the fitness thing. We have these 30-minute DVDs where you work out, right, at your house while your kids are like playing in the room next to you. And, you know, it's 30 minutes from start to finish, 30 minutes. And you really can't make excuses about 30 minutes. So we have the fitness part. Then with the 21-day fix, we have this like whole nutrition piece. It's called the Portion Fix. It now comes with like all the Beachbody workout programs. They give you this Portion Fix program. So we have the nutrition piece. Then we have the peer support, right? We have the coaches. And the coaches are the people that are going to hold you accountable and make sure you stay on track. And then there's rewards. So overall, we've got the whole thing covered, right, Marissa?
That's right.
You know, there's a lot of companies that have the nutrition piece or they have the fitness piece, but you can do your research, but there's really no other company that really has everything. So they figured it out, right? They cracked the code. They figured out like what you need in order to be successful. So when you're a Beachbody coach, your business comes from two things, right? It comes from fitness programs, and these are some of them. Actually, some of these are nutritional programs. The Ultimate Reset is I'm actually doing it right now. It's a 21-day cleanse, but it's like a food cleanse. And the 3-day refresh is a 3-day cleanse. Just so you know, the Ultimate Reset gives you like crazy amounts of energy. I will be up until like midnight.
That's why you're bouncing off the wall.
I've woken up the past 4 days without my alarm clock. It's crazy. That's like the only reason why I do it, because I don't have to deal with my alarm clock in the morning. I just wake up on my own. No, I love it. That's why I do it. But anyway, so you have all these fitness programs, right? And you have these nutritional programs. So that's where some of your business comes from. And you earn that 25% commission. And then you also have equipment that you sell, that you can sell. And then they have some supplements, like they have a performance line where you have, for those people that are like more into weights and more into bodybuilding, they have this whole line, which it has like a recover formula, which people say is by far the best thing. I've tried it. You really don't get sore if you take the recover after working out. So they have all these programs, and then they also have Shakeology, right? And I think here it is. They have Shakeology. So Shakeology is different because it's a dense nutritional shake. It's not a protein shake. People think it's a protein shake. They try to compare it to their protein shakes. They send me nutritional labels for their protein shakes. They say like, how is it really different? And then like I see the nutritional label for their protein shake, and I'm like their protein shake has all garbage in it. It doesn't have any vitamins and nutrients. It's like all protein. It's completely different. You want to talk a little bit about it, Maris?
Yeah, I mean, you've
I'll
covered
let
it. If you compare the labels, it's a superfood. It has, 27 micronutrients. It has so many benefits besides protein. So if you compare the protein content in a protein shake versus Shakeology, a protein shake is going to have more protein in it, but that's because Shakeology has superfoods that, there's so many nutritional benefits and health benefits to it that, it really makes it a superior product in terms of health and, long lasting lives. So, and in terms of, I know a lot of people often wonder, do you have to drink it to be a coach? The answer is no, you definitely don't have to do anything, but, being a believer in all of the products really makes it helpful for when you are trying to help other people. And so while you don't have to drink it, it's certainly recommended because, it's hard to, tell somebody that I really think that you should get the challenge pack, which is going to enhance your, results and make you feel better if you yourself are not practicing what you're preaching and being a product of the product. And so, know that you don't have to, but we definitely obviously do. I mean, I love it. I couldn't imagine not drinking it every day.
Right. And the whole thing is, and the challenge pack, Marissa just mentioned briefly, and this is something that you would learn about down the road, but the challenge pack is when you purchase a fitness program plus Shakeology together, they give you like this huge discount, like a $50 discount, as opposed to if you bought them both separately. And the reason why they do it is because they want people to try Shakeology, and 90% of the time people try Shakeology and they really do feel different. And they feel like they don't have those cravings, and they feel like they're more focused and that they have more energy and that they're more like dedicated than they've been in the past. And they don't really want to give it up. So it's about $4 a day. I could easily spend $4 a day on other garbage. So for me, I feel it's like an investment in my health and like my future. And my kids do try to steal it from me. And I tell Gabriella most days I'm not sharing. Sorry. Yes. But yeah, it's great. So how has being a Team Beachbody coach, so this is a word from our coaches. So Julie, you're going to talk, I can't see everybody if there's other coaches on, but Julie, you can speak because I can see you, okay? So how has being a Team Beachbody coach improved your life, Jules?
One thing that always comes to mind is the fact that, I think you said earlier, just trying Weight Watchers and all different exercise programs or, different ways to lose weight. I was never able to stick with it. And I think being a coach is what has kept me accountable and consistent for a year and a half plus. So I definitely think that it's a huge part of it is because I'm a coach and I can't ask my challengers to do something that I myself am not doing. So, and I'm human. I know that I can't be 110% all the time. And, having people that I can go to and, just be honest with has really been just great for me personally.
Yeah, and to give a little background info, Julie bought the 21-day fix, and there's these containers. I wish I had them in front of me, but there's these little like containers. Julie bought it off the infomercial. This is like proof that you need to have a coach. And she didn't have a coach assigned her because she bought it from Beachbody, and you get coaches from Team Beachbody. And she returned it. And then this is my favorite story. And then we were doing camp drop off or something one day, and she saw me and she was like, you lost weight? Like, how'd you lose all this weight? And I said, I did this program called the 21-day fix. And she said, I bought that program. I returned it. Like, those containers are so small.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, they're not really that small when you start using them. And I convinced
like Courtney, having you like really walk me through it was a game changer, because I saw those containers. I saw how small they were, literally didn't take them out of the cellophane, called the 800 number, returned them. And then I saw you, and it was completely story.
And then we met up, we planned with the containers.
You don't need to meet in person though to be a successful coach.
Julie does videos now for people.
Yeah, we all do videos to help all of our clients from all over the United States.
Yeah, but it was definitely, and I was like, and this is why you need a Team Beachbody coach. But no, it's true. It definitely helps. So.
And I was one of those, I wanted the discount, but I prefaced it with, I will never coach. Like, that's just not my thing. I'm not a salesperson. I'm not putting myself out there. And, I have a couple of my challengers on the call now. I'm sure that they probably can't believe that I ever said that, because I'm, creating videos in my car while I'm waiting for someone. I'm like, hey, just checking in. So it's crazy what
we all said that we would never, ever, ever do a lot of things. Like, I was never coaching because I just didn't have enough time to coach. And I mean, eventually you help one person and you see how fulfilling it is, and then you're like, I want to help one more person, and then I want to help one more person, and then all of a sudden you realize that I don't know, like, I love teaching, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love it, but the fulfillment that I get out of coaching is different than, like, the only other place where I felt the same thing is from my own children. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of crazy. It's kind of really, really, really crazy how amazing it makes you feel. What I just want to mention one thing. So, because sometimes people are like, oh my gosh, there's so many coaches. Like, you're top 200. We're actually 164 out of 400,000. But people are like, there's 400,000 coaches. That's crazy. But here's the deal. Like, in the United States, 36% of all adults are considered obese, and 17% of children are considered obese. So right there, Marissa, how many billion people are there in the United States? Julie, you want to Google it?
Wait a second. Let me just.
I knew this number, but then I spilled water. Julie, can you Google it? What was your question? Is it like 350 billion, or how many people are in the United States?
There's a lot. Continue. She'll find it. You keep going.
2/3 of the adults in the United States are overweight. So not obese, but overweight, right? And 1/3 of school-age children are considered overweight. So it really doesn't matter, like, yes, 400,000, but having 400,000 coaches, there's only a fraction of those coaches that are actually active coaches. There's a lot of coaches that are discount coaches, and there are more than enough people that need to be helped in order to truly end the trend of obesity. I tell you, I had somebody here doing work at my house today, and he had never heard of Beachbody. Like, I encounter people all the time. They're like, what is it called? And they've never heard of it. And these are people that I'm friends with. So I don't understand how, because especially if you're friends with me on Facebook, I don't know how you don't know about what Beachbody is. But there's tons and tons of people that don't even know about the company yet. And like I said, 2/3 of adults are considered to be overweight in the United States, and 1/3 of children, which is really upsetting. Julie, did you find it?
I keep getting pop-ups. I don't know why it's not.
Oh boy. All right.
It's okay.
So Marissa, can you go over the options?
Sure. So you're at this call because you're curious, right? So what are your options in terms of becoming a coach? So there are 3 different types of coaches. There is a discount coach or a preferred customer coach on our team. And that would be somebody that's not interested in actively helping other people, and they just want to enjoy the 25% off their Shakeology and other products. And that's perfectly okay if that's what you want to do. On our team, we have a preferred customer group where we do monthly raffles, and we share the sales first with you. So, there are benefits besides just even the 25% off, which is a huge benefit and a perk. So if you're going to be drinking Shakeology anyway, it's recommended to just get the discount, because why pay more for the same product? You can also be a hobby coach, which we call it. And that is half in, half out. Maybe you're interested in making a couple $100s a week. You want to cover your costs, maybe a little bit more, but you don't want to spend all your free time doing this. So that would be a hobby coach, and that's totally optional too. And then there is a business builder, and that's the last type of coach there is. And that is when you are in it full on. You want to make this a business, and you're going to, do whatever it is that you can. And you can go from hobby coach to business builder to preferred customer any day of the week that you want. You're not stuck into one pigeonhole, to determine what type of coach you want to be. You sign up, and if you decide you want to sell and help people, you can. And if tomorrow you decide it's not for you and you just want to be a preferred customer, that's okay too. So the option is yours. You can do with it what you want, but know that the options are there. So you can sign up as a preferred customer and change your mind and start helping people the next day, like all of us have done.
Okay. Fees. Do you want to discuss this one?
Sure. So
Our financial person.
she takes me out for the business. So are there fees for being a coach? And the answer is yes. There are monthly fees of $15.95. And for that monthly maintenance fee, you get all of the things that Courtney had mentioned earlier about the online office and all the marketing and the materials and the research and the trainings and all the branding and the promotional information and technical support. And with that fee, your cost with Shakeology is still lower as a coach versus as a customer because you're getting the 25% off. And so when people say, oh, I don't want to pay a monthly fee, if you're spending $132 on your monthly Shakeology, and as a preferred customer, as a coach, you're spending $97 plus this monthly fee, your total cost is still going to be $15 to $20 lower by doing it this way. So you're saving money. And over the course of a year, that's another bag of Shakeology that you can have, or another product or another program. And so, it's beneficial. And then the option is always there to you to become active and be active. So those are the fees.
Oh, okay. This is the.
Okay. So.
And then also, Marissa, will you just mention the $40?
Yes. So typically there is a $40 sign-up fee to become a coach. And if you have bought a challenge pack in the past, or you are interested in buying a challenge pack, which is a product and the 30-day supply of Shakeology, then that $40 fee is waived. And so that's a really great thing because you're essentially starting a business for $16. And the first month, if you're buying a challenge pack, not only is the $40 fee waived, but the $16 monthly fee is waived that first month. So you're really starting a business for no financial investment whatsoever your first month. So it's almost like you have nothing to lose by, getting a product and getting Shakeology that you're going to be probably drinking anyway and joining our team. How's that?
No, it's true though. Like right now there's a promotion. It's like $140 for Shakeology for 30 days. It gives you this meal plan, the 21-day fix portion control system that I was talking about.
Yeah.
And then it also gives you access to like thousands of Beachbody workouts online.
Yeah,
and it's $140 right now. And then it waives your coach sign-up fee and it waives the $15.95. So when I break it down, I think, I don't know, I was like asking my mom if she wants to become a coach so that she could take advantage of the promotion. But no, so it's really, this month, that's a really good promotion. So let's so somebody, if whoever invited you will definitely follow up with you. But we can open it up. Does anybody have any questions?
Do you want to take it off share?
Oh, yeah.
Just so we can open
Well, I'll leave it on this. It's fine. But does anybody has any questions? If you talk, you'll pop up. Anyone? Allison, do you have a question?
People are on mute, so.
Probably not right now. Maybe I'll talk to you
Okay.
tomorrow.
Yeah, or this weekend.
Yeah, perfect.
Leslie, Jay, Sarah.
Colleen, anybody?
Anyone? Okay, so if you have any questions, you can totally, and you are on Facebook, you can totally post them in the event. And yeah, just like totally post them in the event and we'll answer them for you. And then if somebody emailed you about this, you could totally email them and ask them questions there. Is there somebody, Jen, that has questions?
Yeah, Sarah wanted to know about on the slide it says Beachbody on Demand is included in the $15.
Yeah, I think it's not. It's actually not included. It's an additional like $12. Beachbody on Demand is an additional like $12.99 a month, but you don't have to have Beachbody on Demand. It's optional. Like I have it because I like to access my workouts on my computer. And as you move up in rank, it's beneficial for you to have it. But when you sign up as a coach, you don't have to have it. That slide I think is just a little outdated. It used to be included and it's actually not now. But good question. Does that clear it up, Jen?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think I know she has it now. She uses on demand.
Yeah.
Well, if Sarah, if you wanted to sign up, the way to go would be to get in the club membership because that's Beachbody On Demand for 3 months with your Shakeology for $140. So you're actually not even paying for club membership. You think about it for 3 months. So that may be something, if you're paying for club membership and you're paying for Shakeology right now, you should get the challenge pack. So financially, you'll save a couple months.
Right.
Hi, this is Colleen. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can I order the challenge pack as a gift for somebody and still get that credit?
Yeah, so you would order it. You probably would set up an account for them and order it. And then you would earn commission off of it. But you could order it for them.
And I would get that $40 credit and that $15.95 waived?
Oh, you're talking about to sign up
You already.
Yeah, I actually was about to order a gift for somebody tonight. For my aunt. She's interested and, she's just financially doesn't have the money right now. So I was thinking about doing it anyway. So I was just curious if I would still get that.
Have you previously bought a challenge pack?
Yes.
So then it would be waived automatically because it's like whenever, like in your whole history, if you've ever bought a challenge pack.
But if
your coach, the person that you sign up under can actually fill out a form and it gets reimbursed to you.
Okay.
So you can order your aunt a challenge pack, but you wouldn't have to use that purchase to get the $40 fee waived. Does that make sense?
If you're going to order a challenge pack tonight and you're thinking about signing up to be a coach, it makes sense to just do it at the same time, and then the fee is waived right then for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Great.
You could
Right.
message. Okay. Anything else? Are we good?
Sounds good.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you guys so much for calling in. I know it's a lot of information and
Where you
try to get through it as quickly as possible, but seriously, don't hesitate to ask us questions. We have more information than we gave you. We just try to condense it so that's not too overwhelming. But thank you again, and I hope to see you all on the other side. No, but for real, join our team. You'll love it.
Yeah.
Look how happy we are.
This
We're
is
the
only
best.
a bit of what you get from us.
People ask all the time, and then they're like a week into it, they're like, now I understand why you're so happy. There's no negativity. If you have negativity in your life, it will all go away because the group of people that we're working with are just such positive people, and there's just absolutely zero negativity. So that's all. All right, I'll let you all go.
Thank you.
All right.
so much.
Thanks.